Okay, hi everybody. This is Hannah and this is Catherine. She's a kitten lady volunteer. And here we have Munchkin. And Munchkin is a new rescue that I got today, so we're just looking at her and cleaning her up. We just cleaned out her ears, and then I got out my flea comb. So if you have a flea comb at home and you get a kitten, you can comb through them, and you can do it reverse or you can do it straight down. And you might find that you see some dirt on them. If you see like little black specks, that is flea dirt, which means that they, at one point at least, had fleas. But you might also see active fleas, which I saw on her. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna get her cleaned up with a bath. For flea treating kittens, I don't recommend using a chemical treatment because their bodies are so small and vulnerable. So what I do is a flea bath. I love that she's purring. She has no idea what's about to come. We have comfortably warm water running, and then I have my natural dish liquid, which is unscented, and this is going to help break down the bodies of the fleas and also wash them off of her, so she's not going to have fleas anymore. First thing that I do is create a ring of soap around their neck so that the fleas can't travel up and get onto her head, because once the fleas discover what's going on, they're very smart and they will say, oh, I know, I'm going to come up and I'm going to escape. So we're going to just take some soap, and I'm going to create a ring around her neck before, yeah. So I always just create a sudsy ring first. And this acts as like a, kind of a fence to say, no fleas shall pass. So now that she's got this soapy ring, we'll be able to kill all the fleas from here down. And then the head up, we're going to have to do kind of like a spot treatment. Woohoo! And I'm avoiding her face, but I'm making sure I get into all of the nooks and crannies. I know, baby, I'm sorry. Okay, so her whole body is sudsy, and those fleas should all be dead now. And then we're just gonna rinse. So make sure your water is comfortably warm. And we're just gonna rinse. I'm sorry, Munchkin. All right.
She's going to feel better after this.
She is going to feel better. Okay, you want to get the towel ready for me? And immediately dry. So Catherine's going to dry her off. And then you want to make sure that they're warm right away because it's very difficult for them to regulate their body temperature. So nice and warm. So now I'm just going to use these cotton rounds to do her head. So just a little bit of the soap on there, but we want to be avoiding the sensitive bits. So avoiding the area around her eyes. And I'll just kind of, it's a sponge bath. Oh, just kidding. Oh. I got him.
Get it, Anna?
I get him. I squish him dead. And then he goes down in the sink. That's actually all dirt and blood from her being bit by fleas. Kind of rinsing her. Getting all those dead fleas off. Ew.
Yuck.
Gross. Yucky. They're really sensitive to fleas because they can become anemic so easily. So you do want to take it really seriously if you see fleas on a kitten.
Yay.
So we're going to dry her little head off. You can actually just go through again and kind of give them the old, we can give her a blowout. Like when you go to the salon and you get a blowout. Okay, so she is nice and clean and we combed through her, so she shouldn't have any more fleas. And now we are going to dry her off with a gentle blow dry. So you want to make sure that it is not on hot, that it's on a low setting and you're doing it from kind of far away. Getting pretty dry. All right, so we're gonna burrito her right up with a nice clean blanket. She's nice and dry. She's flea-free. And now Catherine's just gonna kind of hold on to her and make her nice and warm until we feel like she's feeling all the way better. And this is the best way to flea treat these little teeny tiny guys so that they don't have to have that chemical treatment.
Munchkin says, thank you. It's nice to be clean.